Welcome back to Houston Life. The brand new season of The Voice, season 24, is off and running, and we have just the contestant to root for.
We sure do. She's from Richmond. She just made her way onto Team Gwen. Contestant Calla Prejean joins us with what the experience has been like so far. Welcome to Houston Live, Calla.
Thank you. It's so great to be here. I'm super excited.
We're so happy to have you. So take us through the moment when you knew that, hey, okay, not only am I going to be on this awesome show, but I'm going to be picked. I'm on a team. I'm on Team Gwen. How did that feel?
Honestly, I don't think it really kicked in until maybe a couple weeks after, like the whole audition with the chair turn, because there were so many emotions. But honestly, I'm just super blessed to be on a team with such a strong female icon who's very respected in this industry.
Right.
Well, super blessed, but also loads of talent. We're seeing video from this moment. I'm sure this is a moment you will never forget. Yeah, that's mom and dad, right? Yep. Cheering for you. Your mom Angie's in studio with us today. Walk us through your trajectory. You're from Richmond.
Yes.
And I know here on The Voice, this is where America is learning about you for the very first time. You've worked really hard to get to this time.
Yes, I have. It feels like such a long journey, but I find the beauty in the struggle. That's what I usually do. So I, have done music my whole life, but I started doing it professionally at age 17, and I started songwriting and traveling to LA and Nashville and doing little shows here and there. And then I released my first single, I want to say it was 2021. I needed to find myself as an artist, which that takes some time. And I live in Nashville releasing music. So it's been a journey. I'm super grateful that this is like the trajectory and the exposure and the experience.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah.
And we love rooting on someone from our hometown. It's Houston Life, right?
Yeah.
What kind of struggles have you had to overcome? I mean, you are super young. I think people are like, oh, well, how hard can it actually be? But what stuff did you have to overcome to get to this point where, I mean, the judges were rocking out. They were all feeling you. You might be on Team Gwen, but they were all feeling you. What kind of stuff did you have to get through?
I think one of the hardest things, and I know, I can only speak from a woman's perspective, but being a young female in this industry, you constantly get told what you should look like, how you should sound, what your style should be, really all things in that. And especially when you're finding yourself as a new artist, I didn't necessarily know what my sound was. I knew I had an idea, but I wasn't like right on the mark for it. So I didn't want to seem, like I knew everything,
right.
But I kind of got lost in that journey. So it's definitely a struggle trying to find your voice while still being like true to who you are.
Right. Yeah. Don't get lost in the sauce. Keep your sauce. You got good sauce.
I got all the sauce.
You certainly do. A full-fledged superstar right here. I know your career is really an evolution, right? And artists go through this, as you mentioned, sort of an identity crisis where you're finding your voice. Finding your voice. See what I did there? Totally accidental. So regardless of what happens with this show, you are known now around the country. What is your dream of vision, Calla, life goal? What does your life look like?
I think just creating music and releasing music that really touches the listeners and, makes them feel something. And then I also think that, I want to be on the Grammys. I want to perform at the Super Bowl. Like, those are things that I want and have on my little vision board one day for sure.
Keep that on the vision board.
Yes,
We're going to
not coming off.
Don't forget about us.
You can do it.
What kind of influence has growing up in Richmond here? I mean, kind of a small town girl, right? What kind of influence does that have on you and the music that you like to sing and what does that do for you? I
think that, being in Richmond, it is small, but then a lot of the music I do is actually here in Houston.
Right.
So I'm very streetwear styled. I'm very R&B pop. Like, I like a little bit of the grittiness.
Yeah.
And I think Houston definitely has helped mold that.
Yeah.
You worked as a personal assistant to a country artist. Yes. Was it Sarah Evans?
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
What was that experience like for you?
It was honestly so cool to see a whole other side of the industry that I haven't necessarily experienced myself. She was touring a lot and still is touring a lot. And so I got to see how she balances not only being Sarah Evans, but then also being a mom and going on tour. And I think that's something that I didn't realize I needed to see as a woman in this industry until I actually saw it. So yeah, it was an incredible experience.
Yeah, so you got to see the two sides of her. What are the other sides of you besides singer, superstar, obviously? What else do you like to do? What things should people know at home about you?
I love fashion. I love fashion. I want to have my own merch and my own company one day. I also am a world champion hip hop dancer from a couple years ago.
Wow.
So that's also something that I like to do in my free time.
Side note, sprinkle, sprinkle.
World
sprinkle.
champion hip hop dancer.
Yeah, I am.
How long have you been doing hip hop?
Well, I did dance my whole life, but I think I started, let me see, I was a sophomore in high school, sophomore, junior, and senior year.
Wow.
Okay.
And so she can sing. So sometimes God says, this one's going to have all the talent.
All the talent.
We're just going to push all the talent.
22 years old?
Yes.
So 22 years old, I mean, it's just wild to me to think that for you, the sophomore year in high school was only a minute ago. I mean, you've done a lot in the last 5 or 6 years.
Feels like a journey. Feels like a long time.
So cool.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Calla Prejean, thank you so much for making time for us. Thanks to your mom, Angie, who's in studio.
Hey, Mom.
And I'm glad that even though you live in Nashville now, you make time to visit Richmond for all the important life events.
Houston is definitely my home, so I will always come here. I stand by that. I'm a Houston girl at heart.
Yes.
Love that. We're rooting for you, and you always have a spot here at Houston Life, so
you.
please come back and visit us anytime.
Thank you so much.
All right.
So exciting. Okay, well, there is a reminder. You can catch The Voice Mondays and Tuesdays on NBC. Of course, that is KPRC too. And cheer on our hometown girl, Calla Prejean.